Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Steve Franchise coming to you with a update, you know what I'm saying, coming from the Rock Nation camp and Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Jay-Z's Team Rock. Y'all know that's the social justice wing of Rock Nation, so to speak. You know what I mean? But his Rock Nation team filed a lawsuit Tuesday claiming Kansas City, Kansas City, has violated public records laws by failing to timely produce law enforcement records relating to long list of allegations of police abuse and misconduct. The lawsuit, it was filed in Wyan dot um Wayne dot yeah Wayne dot however you pronounce that county. It's in Kansas. However the fuck they came up with that name, we don't know. But it's in Kansas. Yo, we just having fun this morning, y'all. But yeah, it's in Kansas. It was filed in the district court in partnership with the Midwest Innocence Project. And it says the Kansas City Police Department has not released substantial documents related to complaints pertaining to current and or former detectives and officers after Rock Nation submitted a records request in November of 2023. Wow, that's crazy. And it says for decades, I'm talking about for a long time now, communities in Kansas City, Kansas, particularly minority and immigrant communities, have been subjected to an alarming pattern of abuse and other serious misconduct by the KCP. That is crazy. According to the suit, which was first obtained by NBC News, rather than promoting a culture of transparency and accountability, the KCKPD has a long history of turning a blind eye to and even covering up abusive and or corrupt conduct by its officers alleged by the lawsuit. Um, the lawsuit against the Kansas City Police Department and the unified government of Kansas City, Kansas, alleges they have stonewalled the plaintiffs for almost a year as part of its request under the Kansas Open Records Act. The plaintiffs said they were initially charged a $2,200 fee in which they agreed to pay. But to date, according to the plaintiffs, the 225-page documents provided are mostly personal locator records showing officer shifts and assignments, and a smaller handful consists of training material and document policies. Wow, they just totally said, no, we're going to give y'all what we want to give y'all, and yeah, you're not getting what you asked for. Wow, that's crazy. And I just find it strange that anytime these public, so-called public offices, these public entities like law enforcement and all of that, they always have a problem releasing or being transparent with the public when they supposed to be protecting and serving the public. Protecting and serving the public means you work for the people. But it seems like our law enforcement in this country serves the interests of corporate America and not common America. You know what I'm saying? But there has not been one document related to any complaint or investigation into even a single instance of misconduct by any member of the KCKPD as requested by the lawsuit. That's crazy. That is crazy. The city's police force has come under scrutiny over allegations of corruption and civil rights violations in recent years. Activists have called for a broader federal investigation, particularly in light of the alleged abuses under former Kansas City police detective Roger Golubsky, who in September 2022 was charged with federal civil rights crimes after he was accused of exploiting black women for sex and framing people for crimes they say they did not commit. And now, let me tell y'all this. I got a personal story about the Kansas City Police Department. Listen, y'all all know that I was in the army. We've talked about this, numerous times. And through people putting out people's personal information and stuff like that on the internet when they get mad at you, it's called doxing. We all know that I was stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas. While I was stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas, I mean, I'm talking about I had just got to Fort Riley. You know what I mean? I graduated basic training. I graduated my AIT school, for the Army. I graduated AIT. I get sent to Fort Riley, Kansas. I get to Fort Riley, Kansas, and I've only been there for maybe 3-4 days. And one of my battle buddies, you know what I'm saying, I had been basic training with. We had been to AIT together, and he got stationed at Fort Riley too. But he came a couple days after me. So we had work one day, and he asked me if I could run him to Kansas City to pick up his car because he had his car shipped in, you know what I'm saying, from, I guess wherever he was coming from, but he had his car shipped in, and he asked me if I could take him to Kansas City to pick up his car. And the chain of command, everybody was cool with, me taking him down to Kansas City. They even let us, have a day off of work so I could run him down to Kansas City. So we leave base, Fort Riley, and we drive down to Kansas City. I'm talking about, listen to me, y'all. As soon as I hit the city limits of Kansas City, I'm talking about as soon as I seen the sign that said, "Welcome to Kansas City," a cop jumps behind me, starts following me. Never pulls me over, never puts his lights on, but he follows me the whole entire time we was in Kansas City. Now you got to think, we hit Kansas City, we rode like all the way to the other side of Kansas City to this motherfucking uh like pickup yard, you know what I'm saying? Where his car was. We get his car, and it's nothing fancy, or what I'm saying, nothing expensive that should draw the attention of what I'm saying, the police. Even my car, you know what I mean? This is in 2005. I'm driving a motherfucking 2001 Cadillac DeVille. You know what I'm saying? My car's like 4 years old. You know what I mean? It's like nothing real fancy, but you know what I mean? So my you know what I'm saying, my coworker pick up his car and he before we left, he was like, "Hey bro, you wanna get something to eat before we head back?" I'm like, "Shoot, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's fine." So, you know what I'm saying, we dipped to this restaurant, you know what I mean? We grabbed, you know what I'm saying, something quick, real quick to eat. And soon as I get back in the car and we, jump back on the freeway, I'm behind him, he's in front of me, and we're heading back up the freeway, heading back towards you know what I'm saying, base, heading back to Fort Riley. I look in my rearview mirror, this same motherfucking cop is still behind me. I'm like, wow, you mean to tell me you wasting taxpayers' dollars watching and riding behind United States military soldiers when I know there's some real crimes out there that you could be policing? I'm like, wow. So we heading back up the freeway, heading back to base. I noticed this dude is still behind me. And I'm like, wow. So I just keep driving. Then finally, once I, you know what I'm saying, get almost to the motherfucking city limits leading out of Kansas City, this motherfucking guy puts his lights on and pull me over. Walks up to the car. He don't say why he pulled me over, none of that. You know what he asked me? Where are you guys going? I said, minding my business. He was like, "Oh, you got insurance and registration on this thing?" I'm like, "Yep, I do." And so I grab my registration, grab my insurance, and you know what I'm saying, I give him my ID. When he get my insurance card and stuff, he see Fort Riley on there, and he was like, "Oh, you a soldier?" I'm like, duh, you know what I'm saying? I'm like being real motherfucking condescending and smart with this dude, because I'm like, dude, I seen you following me the whole fucking time we been here. You know what I mean? But make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? He pulled me over just to see who I was. Didn't run my name. He just looked at my paperwork, seeing once he seen I was a soldier. He didn't run my name. Didn't do nothing. Didn't write me no ticket, nothing. Let me go. Once he seen that I was, you know what I'm saying, United States soldier, he let me go. Yeah, he I don't know what he thought, but that was a complete waste of taxpayers' dollars. This dude spent 2 hours and some change wasting taxpayers' dollars following two United States military soldiers around Kansas City. You mean to tell me that the police force in Kansas City is that motherfucking bored? They have nothing else to do with their time but to follow law-abiding citizens around? But that's my experiences with Kansas City. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can totally understand, or I could kind of see what the people, the residents of Kansas City, is talking about when they, you know what I'm saying, talking about the misconduct and stuff. Because, bro, yeah, the Kansas City police department definitely needs to be looked at. I can say that from personal experiences. But y'all hit that comment section down below. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. And if you haven't already, do me a big solid. Hit that subscribe button for me. Y'all tap that little bell notification icon so you get notified with all the latest content, updates, and information from your boy Steve Franchise. Make sure you head over to the motherfucking beat page, copy some beats. You know what I mean? Check them out if you're an artist. We got hits. We got hits. Y'all make sure y'all check them out, and I'll catch you guys on the next go round. Steve Franchise is out.